Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cipher. I'm your host, Marcus the Kid Warren, and with me is my man Muff. How you doing today, sir?
I'm the man Muff. That's who I am. That's who I be.
That's who you be. Now,
yes.
really, real quick, okay. I want to get into something that everybody's been talking about.
Yes.
That I know you and a couple other people have been discussing. This whole thing about Taylor Swift.
Right.
At the Grammys, she pretty much cleaned up, right?
Well, she didn't necessarily clean up, but what happened was she lost like every category, but they gave her the granddaddy of them all.
Right.
So it would be like, okay, Peyton Manning, you lost the wild card, the NFC Divisional Playoffs, the AFC Championship, but we're gonna give you the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know, that's what that was to me.
To you. Okay. Now, I guess the thing is that everybody's saying that this whole thing about Taylor Swift getting the granddaddy prize of the Grammys is only because of your man Kanye West.
Kanye West has made a lot of careers. You know, you got Jay-Z. You know, got him going with all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's hooked up. You know, Common with Beats. He's hooked up a lot of people on a lot of different levels. Okay, and it's only fitting that he expands who he hooks up. In my opinion.
So you think he hooked up Taylor Swift as long as Jay-Z, Common?
Absolutely, because had that not happened, you tell me, does she get a Grammy?
You know what? Honestly,
I'm talking about best album Grammy.
Best album Grammy. I don't know. The thing is, this year, Pretty White Girls with Guitars are in. That's the thing that's in right now.
Yeah, okay.
She is a pretty white girl with a guitar. so I'm thinking,
a pretty white girl with a guitar. I'm getting.
And look, the whole thing jumped off because she won the best video award, right?
Yes,
that's when Kanye jumped up on stage and said,
and what the problem is with that was that he kind of told the truth, which he always does. He just never convenient or appropriate with him.
So he
said that George Bush didn't like black people. That's probably the truth. Too raw, wrong time, wrong place. That's Kanye for you. You know what I'm saying? And then he tries real hard to go against the grain. That's him. If you know Kanye, that's what he's going to do. You know, he's getting a lot of flack now because him and his girl Amber Rose, right now they're so fashion forward. They don't just put on their clothes for the runway. They literally want to get out there and wear that as everyday clothing, and people call them all kinds of worst dress, so on and so forth. He's like, yo, you know, forget all that stuff. This is how we roll. We live this. So he's got the hip hop mentality, but he's taking the hip hop mentality into other genres of society, and that's why he's getting what he's getting as far as backlash is concerned, if you ask me.
Okay, so getting back to Taylor Swift, you think that if he does not make that comment, she does not win the Grammy?
For best album, nah.
But okay, but we're talking about two different academies. We're talking about whoever the Academy was for the who votes in the best video of the year award. Now we're talking about the Grammys.
Right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Totally different Academy, totally different set of people, totally different set of rules.
Okay, like the people who vote for the MTV Awards, where this whole thing jumped off, they look probably like, you know, you and I, you know, or like our white counterparts who look like us probably vote for that. Whereas when you look at the Grammys, you got, you know, suits and ties. You know, it's the same people that vote pretty much for the Oscars. You know, that type of mentality, usually conservative type of mentality. You know, conservative people. So you see somebody like a Taylor Swift, a poor white girl with a guitar.
Pretty white girl with a guitar.
Well, you know, that could be up for debate. She all right.
No, she's good looking.
Okay, all right, then she's good looking then. But I will say this though. I have nothing else to say. Michael Irvin.
Well, Taylor Swift, she was beat up by that Kanye. I'm voting for her. She's a pretty white girl with a guitar. Okay, well, Michael Irvin. What's going on with Michael Irvin?
Michael Irvin, dude. You know, I mean, Michael Irvin, you know, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Michael Irvin is also played for the Dallas Cowboys. You know, he's the Cowboys' all-time leading receiver. You know, he's won 3 Super Bowls. But he's also had kind of a checkered past. One being, you know, he got caught with, you know, doing the drugs. He had to go to trial behind that. Then even after his playing career, he wound up getting fired from ESPN the first time because he had a pipe in his car that he claims that wasn't his, and he was just simply taking it out of the house because he stopped doing drugs. Okay, and he just wanted to make sure that his friend who brought the pipe to his house, that he drove it as far away from the house as possible. That was his story.
So I'm guessing this isn't no corncob pipe.
Well,
this isn't one of them Sherlock Holmes joints.
I think it was a marijuana pipe or what have you. You know what I'm saying? And now there's an allegation that a woman filed a civil suit against Michael Irvin, alleging that he raped her.
That's not a good thing.
There were no criminal charges filed initially in 2007 when this alleged incident happened.
Mm-hmm.
Which automatically for me it's like, okay, wait a minute. Now, if you got raped, let's say you got raped, I'm gonna file a police report. Get the police involved and take care of the criminal aspect first, then sue afterwards.
Right.
Not like, you know what? How can I get some money out of this?
Well,
I was messing around with this dude, and I'm gonna go ahead and sue him 2 years later. Same thing happened to Ben Roethlisberger, by the way.
Yeah. Well, this is 2010. 2010. If this happened in 2007, this reminds me of like an argument with my wife. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are you bringing up old stuff?
Why are you bringing up old stuff? Because old stuff can still get you paid under the law, apparently. I'm
saying.
If you got a name.
So, I mean, how far is this going to go?
It's just that. Now, what happened, I guess an update to this story is the fact that to combat this, Michael Irvin filed a countersuit of $100 million. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to do.
Right.
You got to kill a fly with a sledgehammer when something like that comes up. You got to be like, you gonna come at me, I'm gonna come at you, and all of this right now. The problem is though, he basically got released from his radio gig.
Right.
As a result, well, they say it's not a result of the allegation, but if you put two and two together, that's pretty much what happened.
I know how that feels with the whole radio thing.
It is what it is.
So anyway, moving on. Speaking of sports, let's move on to your boy Tiger Woods.
Tiger. Speaking of sex.
Yeah, with consensual sex. Though.
Consensual sex.
With a lot.
I guess
with a lot of people.
A lot.
But yeah, consensual sex. Tiger Woods. We all know the story. The whole thing is his wife beat him with the club. He got in an accident with the truck. Now he's in sex rehab, or he's now getting out of sex rehab.
Apparently, sex rehab must be the new babe. This is how we're gonna make it right. I'm gonna go to sex rehab because I think Eric Benet also did that to try to save his relationship with Halle Berry. Mm-hmm. And if that was, every man in that case, every man should probably go to sex rehab because if that's what it means for you to get on the right with your wife or your significant other, then hey, I'll just go away for a month, talk about how bad I am and how my sex drive is out of control, so on and so forth. Do I believe he has a sex problem? No, I just believe he's pretty stupid and he shouldn't cheat on his wife, obviously. But
well, here's the deal. I think it's only for celebrities. There's been a lot of celebrities. David Duchovny went to sex rehab. They have a show right now on VH1, Sex Rehab.
Sex Rehab. Right.
So it's a very, very popular thing. But I'm thinking to myself, okay, if let's say, God forbid, I cheat on my wife, do I get to go to sex rehab?
No.
Do I go up to ECMC?
No.
Talk about.
You might have to go to ECMC to get her foot out of your ass. You might have to go there for that. Look at the X-ray, the Timberland right up in your ass. Oh, this is horrible. Ooh.
Whoa! I've never. Oh my goodness!
I got good news and bad news. You're gonna live. But
we can't get the shoestrings out. So
exactly. It's gonna be
that print across
your right. It's gonna be pretty invasive. This surgery.
So Tiger Woods gets out of sex rehab. And even he had to take his lumps.
Well, now that's the thing. But once and that's the thing too with celebrities who get caught out there doing crazy stuff. Michael Vick too. And I saw the Michael Vick special. I don't know if you had a chance to see that.
No, I didn't.
But at any rate, these guys are like, oh, look, I got caught. Things are horrible. When I get back, I'm going to be the best person I can be. This guy's going to come back. Tiger Woods, he's going to probably win 3 or 4 majors in a row. He's going to get that true Grand Slam that he missed. He's hit the Tiger somewhere. He's won 4 majors in a row, but not in the same season.
All right.
Okay, but he did run 4 majors in a row, thus calling it a Tiger Slam, as opposed to the Grand Slam is when you, again, win 4 in the same season. So I bet you he does it when he comes back.
No, so you think he's going to be 100%? It's like me personally.
Yeah.
It's like he's a great golfer, not so much a great husband, but is this going
He's
to?
Young.
Is it? Yeah, true. And is he going to have that flair? Is he going to? Obviously, or let me ask, even a better question than that.
Yep.
Is he going to have the same following that he did before?
Well, you know what it is? Yes and no. Mm-hmm. He's going to lose some of the conservative people, but his street career probably went up a little bit. Mm-hmm. He can come out with this
street cred.
You know what I'm saying? He can probably put out a diss album record against like Phil Mickelson or something like that. Get 50 to the point. That might work for him.
Okay.
I don't know.
Now he's gonna wear his hat backwards.
He can wear his hat backwards
because he's always had that grown man sag to his pants.
You will see pants on the ground with a Tiger Nike swoosh on the back probably now. So that happens.
He'll be able to see his drawers, Tiger Woods written across his backside. Yeah. Well, that seems to be all the time that we have for this edition of the Cipher.
The Cipher, man. We'll be back to y'all bigger and better, man. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
It's going down.
Pray for me, Buffalo.